Okay then, we are getting closer and closer to the start of the T20 World Cup 2023 to be played in South Africa. We are joining you with the squad analysis of all the teams that will be competing in this tournament. And today I am here with the squad analysis of West Indies. So without any further ado, let's get started in our segment The Outside View, which is powered by Elista.
स्मार्ट हो रहा है इंडिया जैसे इंडिया में बना एलिस्टा स्मार्ट एलईडी टीवी विद वर्ल्ड क्लास क्लैरिटी एंड अमेजिंग फीचर्स.
Now West Indies, they would want to visit back to 2016 and see how they lifted the T20 World Cup trophy by defeating Australia. But as they say, history has no takers. And West Indies would think like that because they've lost their last 14 T20Is, did not have a very good time in the Tri-Series versus South Africa and India as well. But let me tell you, that was a great opportunity for them, the Tri-Series, to fine-tune their preparations and to see what combination works out for them. They've also got good game practice, and it will be interesting to see how West Indies will perform in this T20 World Cup. On that note, let's see how West Indies' squad for the T20 World Cup looks like. The biggest positive and the big picture here is the inclusion of Stefanie Taylor. Yes, the inclusion of their former skipper. Now, Stefanie Taylor was last seen in action in September 2022 versus New Zealand. She is recovering from her back injury ever since then. It's still going on in process, but it's such a big positive for West Indies seeing her name into the squad, isn't it? Hayley Matthews will lead the side. Shemaine Campbell has been given the responsibilities of the vice captain of the West Indies team. Talking about the other three inclusions, where Trishan Holder, Zaida James and Janeba Joseph have been included in this setup. All of them have played in the inaugural edition of the Under-19 T20 World Cup. And as we know that Janeba Joseph was a part of the West Indies squad that played home series against England. Trishan Holder represented Barbados in the Commonwealth Games 2022, and Zaida James had a good time with the bat and the ball in the inaugural edition of the Under-19 T20 World Cup. And if given an opportunity, it would be interesting to see how these youngsters perform for West Indies. Now we can surely say that West Indies have a good combination of youth and experience there. On that note, who will be the key players for West Indies in this World Cup? Let's have a look. We will definitely have to start by the skipper herself, Hayley Matthews. Now we know that she is the one who can change the scripts of the game from any time around. In the Tri-Series versus India and South Africa, she was the lone warrior for the side on so many occasions, but she did not get enough support from the other end. West Indies would want that would change, but Hayley Matthews had a good time with bat. She finished as the highest run getter in the Tri-Series as well. With the bat, with the ball, look out for the West Indies skipper because her performance will be very important for West Indies to go ahead in this tournament. We spoke about the skipper, now let's talk about the former skipper Stefanie Taylor. We just cannot ignore her importance into the side. It was a trio, isn't it? Hayley Matthews, Stefanie Taylor, Deandra Dottin. But now Deandra Dottin retiring from international cricket, that puts a lot of responsibility on the shoulders of Hayley Matthews and Stefanie Taylor. We know that West Indies batting unit has been struggling for a very long time. The middle order batting collapse has been a concern for West Indies for a long time now. And Stefanie Taylor's presence in the middle order just gives you that assurance, just gives you that stability, and West Indies need that in this T20 World Cup, and that would be important for West Indies if they want to go ahead in this tournament and ask difficult questions to the opposition. Next up, it's another experienced player from the West Indies side, and that's Effie Fletcher. Now, ever since she's returned after giving birth to her child, she has looked in decent form. We have to also have a look on her economy rate there. And it would be important that on the slow pitches of South Africa that she brings the best to the fore. The spinner has all the abilities to take those important wickets and give the team breakthroughs in the middle over. And we know that when it comes to experience, it's very important for the experienced players to step up for the side. Hayley Matthews, Stefanie Taylor, Effie Fletcher, all these experienced players, all of them have played in the T20 World Cup 2016 where West Indies won. So it would be interesting to see how these three perform because a lot of West Indies campaign is going to depend on all of these three players. Who's going to be that X-factor player then? I feel it can be Karishma Ramarak. Now, Karishma Ramarak probably would have made it to the squad in the 2020 T20 World Cup, but missed out on that. But this time around, she'll be playing her first T20 World Cup. We also have to look at her economy rate. She bowls with a decent economy rate there and has the ability to dry up the runs. She can restrict the flow of runs, and that becomes very important in T20I cricket because if a bowler is able to restrict the flow of runs, it helps other bowlers to get those important wickets. So watch out for Karishma Ramarank. So where is West Indies placed and which group are they placed? They are placed in Group 2 alongside England, India, Pakistan and Ireland. And if you have to talk about fixtures of West Indies here, they'll first play their game against England, then India, then Ireland and then later against Pakistan. If you have to predict where West Indies will finish in this tournament, I feel that West Indies might not go to the next stage. They might have a group stage exit because they are placed against India and England and it will be difficult for them to go past them. But West Indies are termed as the surprise package, as we know. So you never know what they can pull off, and that is something that the West Indies fans would expect from them. So let's see how that pans out. What could be West Indies playing 11 in the game against England? Let's have a look. As I said, experienced players will have a greater say for West Indies in this tournament. You will have your eyes tight on the skipper Hayley Matthews, on Stephanie Taylor, on Effie Fletcher. With the pace there, we know we will have to watch out for Alia Aleem, Shamilia Connell as well. Effie Fletcher with the spin, of course, we've already mentioned about her there. So this is how I think that the playing 11 of West Indies would look like. Do you agree to this or you see any changes? Let us know in the comment section below. And also let me know who do you think is going to perform the best for West Indies in this T20 World Cup in the comment section below. Stay tuned to Women's Cricket Zone for all the updates on women's cricket and to our segment The Outside View, which is powered by Elista.